Hi, this is Kim, Wild Women Studios. I discovered something yesterday that I had to come on and share about. I have orchids. I have lots of them. I have been rescuing them for years now. This one I got for my wife for our anniversary 7 years ago maybe, and it's still alive and it's actually getting ready to flower. And so I thought I was doing pretty good with the orchids. But I was looking up transplanting them, and I have like some scale bugs or something that I was dealing with. So I was looking up orchid care, and I ran across this video that was talking about how all commercially potted orchids have this thing they call it a death plug. It's like a little Jiffy 7 or something in the core of the plant, and it's like, because they come with the spikes, they're usually flowering, they have the spikes, and this is to keep the whole thing anchored and together. But if you don't take it out, it strangles the roots, and that's why most orchids fail. For whatever reason, I don't know. I neglect my orchids. I do very well with them, or thought I was up until this point, but this is going to be life-changing for my orchids and the way I care for them. So I'm going through and I'm unpotting all of them and getting the plug out. Sometimes it's a Jiffy 7, sometimes it's been like these plastic things, and it has really done a number on the roots. I'll show you one that's already been done. So this is one that I did yesterday, and it had the plastic piece like up right here, and the roots grow through it, and it just strangles the roots. Now, the fact that mine has such a good root system is amazing. I rinse them off, and I have them soaking in baking soda water. The video said to do that too, and I'll see if I can find a link to the original video talking about this. But I'm going through and I'm undoing them all right now, unpotting. So I'm going to show you what's going on. So this is a commercial pot. You usually get a ceramic pot on the outside, then you get a plastic pot on the inside. And as you can see, this one's incredibly root bound. I have never checked these. Like I said, I didn't realize I had a problem until just yesterday. So I'm removing the bamboo stakes that hold the flowering parts up. Orchids are usually, I'm going to show you what they look like. They look like that, in case you're not familiar. That's what this plant looked like. And so it's got a long flower stake that pops up, and the bamboo shoots are meant to hold it in place. That is my bird Romeo in the background wanting to get in on the action, if you hear that. And my dogs are also in here, and I'm surprised Milo is not barking. He did through the last video. This is second attempt, by the way. Okay, so you pop the plastic pot all out, and then I'm shaking the dirt. Well, it's not dirt, it's bark is what these are potted in. Okay, and I'm going to try and get it. So if you can see up in there, see how the roots have grown all the way through that plastic piece and have strangulated it in many cases. And on some of them I found the root system is just not looking very good. And if you look, the root has wrapped itself all the way around the pot, and on the bottom here the root is not doing so good. So I'm knocking the bark out of the plant roots best I can, and then I'm going to come in and try, and it looks like easiest access here, but I've got roots growing through this that I would kind of like to be cognizant of. This one's a little trickier than some I've done. See how long that root is? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my clippers and nip right here. And I'm so sorry about the bird in the background. Now she's going to bark like the dog. That is all the bird. And do the squeaky toy. Y'all are getting the full thrill of having an African gray. Okay, now both of them are piping in. There's 2 African grays in the other room. Romeo and Eno Juno. Okay, so now I've got the plastic piece off, and there's still like, it's like Jiffy 7 material on this one, and I'm throwing all of that in the recycle bin. Okay, So we're getting all of that off. And I'm going to take my shears and I'm clipping all the dead stuff off. Romeo! Okay, maybe that'll get him to quiet down so I can get through the rest of this video without the entertainment factor. Okay, so I'm still just picking the bark off and cleaning up the dead rotty ends. Then I'm going to put it in a pot, back in its solid pot, not this pot. I'm going to put it back in that pot with water, and I think I've been doing like a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Oh, and that one's got a pinchy butt bug in there that just surprised me. So we're just going to wash him out right here. I don't want the pinchy butt bug in what I'm doing. So this is best done over a sink, and it's okay to wash the roots. Now the dog's going on. Okay, great. All right, so since I've got so much interference, I'm going to leave you there. But I just wanted to come on and talk mainly about the death plug that's in orchids. So if you have orchids that are still alive, go in, take it out, then just replant it back in your plastic pot with the bark that it came in. Plant loosely. That'll give the roots a lot of room to grow. I am going to not plant mine. I'm going to wire them and with roots exposed, and I'm going to hang them in my bathroom. So stay tuned for that episode of orchid care, because I'm getting ready to up my game. Orchid Whisper. Yes, here we come. Take care of your orchids. Thanks for stopping by.